Welcome to the Squeegee's Pizzeria GoFundMe. I hope you enjoy my presentation. This is me today. I work at Oakdale Pizza in Johnson City, New York. I love my job. I love the people. I love everything about it. There's only one thing missing. That's my own pizzeria. I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit more about myself, my sickness, my goals, my achievements, and my downfalls. Hopefully then you'll understand. This was me in 2004. This was the year I came down with the symptoms of schizophrenia. This was me in 2003, right before I got sick. I thought I was on top of the world, let me tell you. Having schizophrenia is like a dark figure in your mind that you think is real, but it's really not. There's a lot to it. I guess I can say the dark figure that's in your mind exploits every thought you've ever had in your life and twists it in some sick manner where it just destroys you. You can't focus, you can't think. All you're doing is deluding over whatever this subconscious parasite does. I use this picture to describe the relationship between the voice and the host. It's a sick relationship. My mother used to joke around talking about a little man inside my head, but there was some truth to that. Although I know now it was my subconscious sending mixed messages, mixed signals, bad neurotransmitters, whatever it may be. I spent 6 years out of work. I couldn't focus. I couldn't do anything. I could barely be a father, a husband, or an individual. Everything going on in my head, everything going on around me in life just was surreal. I didn't know what was real, what was fake. I just wanted to give up. It wasn't until years later that I was on the right meds. Many forms of spirituality and faith entered my mind. I researched many religions over the years trying to figure out what was going on. I just couldn't. I thought I was special. I thought I was talking to a God. I thought I was talking to the God, depending which style, religion you are, or how you look at things. I grew up Catholic. I went to Catholic school, church every Sunday, and eventually I did lean away from that. But I bring up religion to say, for a schizophrenic, faith and the fact that you're talking to an invisible voice is a spiritual experience. It took me many years to realize that my brain was doing it itself. At first, the voices were outside. At the end, I realized they were all inside. And once I did that, things got easier. With the yeast from the pizza dough, I did everything from trying to change water into wine to making biodiesel. The thing I want you to understand about schizophrenia, it's like having 50 million thoughts coming from 50 million directions. You don't know which way is up. Having the illness would make all kinds of images, ideas, crazy things just enter your mind. Eventually it got to the point where I just couldn't deal with it anymore, and I tried a whole slew of medicines. I think the hardest yet easiest part of the whole sickness was maintaining a level of normalcy for my family. I didn't want to be that guy with those kids. It just wasn't right. It wasn't fair to them. So I tried really hard, and eventually I got to the point where I am today. I am on meds. I do go to therapy. I do have a psychiatrist. To be king of the world, to have all the money in the world, was a dream of mine as a kid. As a Catholic, we used to believe the love of money was a sin, but what's wrong with being successful? successful in life. Since high school, I've tried many businesses to support my family and to get this entrepreneurial urge. Whether I'm rich, poor, rock star, pizza maker, entrepreneur, business owner, it doesn't matter. It's just about 20 years that I've been doing this. 20 years of blood, sweat, and tears, pizza, flour, and everything else. This was me and the crew back at Grande Pizza, Upper Front Street, Binghamton, New York. Long time ago, I don't remember quite what year, but just another picture. I went to high school. I graduated in 1996 from Johnson City High School. That's in New York. I went to college at Broome Community College for hotel restaurant management. I was Serve Safe certified in sanitation and safety. Cost control and restaurant accounting I was certified in. I did well in accounting. Got to the point where I didn't even have to take the final. However, I didn't graduate. I decided that, I knew everything. I was on top of the world. And you know what? The next 20 years were a little difficult, but I'll tell you what, they were worth it. It taught me the ins and outs of the pizzeria restaurant business. I've done everything from calzones, New York style pizza, brick oven, conveyor ovens, oil dough, flour dough. I've made all kinds of varieties. This is my daughter Teresa with Squeegee. He's the Italian chef that stands outside of my work every day. Teresa's my wing girl, my partner in crime. I taught her how to make pizzas when she was little, and she's getting better every day. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation. I hope I've answered a lot of your questions. I'm always open for more. My email is linked to the GoFundMe. I am also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram if you are on either of those social networks. I hope you enjoy the rest of this presentation. It's just a little small video clips that I put together to show you that I do know how to make a pie. I appreciate everything. Hi everybody, I'm Jason Dumas. I am on the internet known as the Pizzaiolo Schizo, and I have a lot of videos going around of me spinning pizzas and trying to bring everybody to this site for one goal. That's to open Squeegee's Pizzeria. And that's a New York style pizza shop. I've been doing New York style pizza since 1995. I'm pretty good at it. My customers like my product. I love making it for them. I love waiting on them. All that intertwined. I'm gonna make this video. I may stumble on my words. I may pause. I may do a lot of things. But the one thing that I won't do to you is lie to you. I made a lot of financial mistakes in my life. And right now I'm suffering tremendously because of it. Because of my own stupidity, my childness, and a lot of other reasons. I just haven't been able to put them on paper yet. But here goes. I don't want this to be a pity type of GoFundMe. I want to celebrate. I do. I want to celebrate because I've gotten over a sickness over the last 10 years to the point where I can handle my family, my job, my business, and everything in life. But the only problem I don't have is the upstart money to open up the pizza shop. So, with that said, I'm going to take the time in this video tonight to paint the picture of what happened to me growing up, what I need, what I want to do with it. So grab a cup of coffee, cigarette, whatever you do, and relax. I hope you don't mind, but I vape. But it is what it is. But I want you to know that I'm not making any of this up. This is legit. I start at the beginning, right? Why not? I'll tell you my life story. Maybe it'll help you understand what happened. I grew up in a small family. All it was me, my mother, my sister, my grandmother, and me. And my grandmother was the matriarch. She was very dominant, and I guess it really doesn't have anything to do with this, but I want to tell you anyway, just so you know about me. And to me, that's important. But growing up was hard. I got picked on a lot. I was the fat kid nobody liked. Now I could care less, but at the point of growing up and forming into an adulthood, that matters a lot to kids. You know, I got stuck with depression, anxiety, all that growing up. In 3rd grade, my teacher said, put your hand out in front of me, and I did. And my hand literally trembled. 3rd grade. But anyways, as time went on, I always had anxiety, depression, and things like that normal kids do. You know, I had friends, a couple of them anyway. But anyways, as I got older, I never really got taught bills. Pay this on this date. Do this on that date. Kind of began my adulthood that way. So, first 18-year-old, get a credit card, max it out, screw it up. Did that over and over for quite a few times. Eventually, I learned you can't do that. When me and my wife were first together, we had probably about 20 apartments. We got evicted. We moved out, couldn't pay the rent. Just stupid kid stuff. That's what this GoFundMe is now. Just the opposite anyway. I mean, I want you to trust me, because if you don't, this ain't gonna work. I have some friends, good friends that have given to this campaign. Some people I barely know, and some people I don't know at all. But each one of them is rooting me on, and that's what I want this to be about. Rooting me on versus feeling sorry for me, because I don't want pity. Other than growing up not knowing crap about finances and having to learn it the hard way, which now I'm 41 years old, and I can finally pay my rent, I pay my bills, I have a car, kids, family, the whole mess, everything. And it's going great. I just want to take it to the next level. I want this pizza shop more than anything in the world. I can go on and on about my life and different stories and different things like that, you know. Tell you a little bit about my pizza background. In 1994, 95, I started at Nando's Pizza. It's a little pizza shop in Endwell, New York. 4 years, learning the ins and outs of that place. between my childhood frig-ups, I worked in quite a few pizza shops in the local area in Binghamton, New York, and I got pretty good at it. You know, I competed in Atlantic City in the freestyle dough acrobat. Terrible. I was not world class, but it was great to try. Good memories. Really was. But you want to know, what am I going to do with the money? How am I going to turn it into a pizza shop? And how am I going to be successful at it? Otherwise, why bother donating? I'm okay with that. So here's what I got for you. I went to college. I understand accounting. I know about computers. I'm great with them. I know Photoshop. I've done spreadsheets, floor plans, financial estimates, menus, pricing, par stock. I mean, so many things that go into a pizza shop, from how much plastic wrap you're going to buy to what scrubbies you want to use, plays such a big role in this. I want you to understand that I see the big picture. It's the big picture in what's going to happen. You know, let's say you get this money. What's going to happen? First thing that's going to happen is I'm going to go to a lawyer. Second thing that's going to happen is I'm going to go to the bank. Third thing that's going to happen is I'm going to take out a loan, because I know that's going to cost a little more than what I get from GoFundMe, and that's fine. I don't want a free ride. I just need my foot in the door. And, you know, how to run a pizzeria. I've always been a good manager. I've always had people look up to me. I never ask anybody to do anything that I wouldn't do myself. I can go on and on in 50 different directions. And I hope you understand that there's so much emotion, so much love, so much hate, so much in this whole pizza gig. That is my life. I wake up in the morning, go make pizza. Get done making pizza, come home, go to sleep. I mean, I don't spend a lot of time with my family so much anymore as they got older, but I'm still there. I do my thing. I have a successful home life. Why am I called? You know, I can go, like I said, I can go on 50 different directions, but basically, the only thing I want to get out of this video is for you to understand that, yeah, I've been through some stuff in my life. I got sick. I'm on meds. So a lot of people are. I say so because, to me, it's not a med that makes a person. It's not a med that dictates how a person acts or does. I mean, you could look at me and say, man, you got piercings and tattoos. You're weird, or you're not a good person. Try and get to know me, and I think you'd like me very much. That's really all I can say about it. I can show you pictures. I can post a great sales pitch. But no, I want you to know me for me. I want you to hear my words, listen to the tone of my voice, and just know that this pizzeria means so much to me. And if you could possibly help, that would be great. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, contact me on social media or email. Thank you so much.